Ah, yes. Before and after pairs. We love to see it. They're both not good. But anyway, hello everyone, it's Chelsea here, and thank you for tuning in today. So, this is the first video I've posted in a very long time, and if you have seen anything on my channel before, you will see that I have leaned into a completely new style. Not that what was previously posted was really well done, I should say, but that's besides the point. For the past 2 years, I've essentially given up on making art a full-time thing. So this is my attempt at starting over. I've tried again, and I've got a plan this time. A real concrete plan. So the idea is I have a 6-month plan where I'm going to post 2 videos each month. I don't have a specific day because I also have a full-time job that I desperately need. Unfortunately, my husband has recently lost his job, and I know that this is not going to replace our income in any way. But I've decided, with how things have gone in my life, that giving up on my dream is sad, and I don't have to do that. Instead, I've decided to be very realistic. Like I said, I have a 6-month plan, so that's 2 videos per month for 6 months, which is 12 videos. This is one of 12. Yay! And my initial idea was to document my creative journey. So here I'm actually drawing a pair as part of the Proko Basics of Drawing course that's free on YouTube, the videos. You will see later on I kind of abandoned this idea, mostly because I don't really want people to watch me practice. I don't think it's very fun. I don't think it's fun, personally. I'm not really into drawing still life. I understand the point, but nah. So I stray away from this quite quickly. So new idea, sure. I'm starting my creative journey. But I'm also going to be very honest with you in saying that I do want this to become a viable business at some point. Now at this stage, I don't know how I'm going to approach that. I have plenty of ideas, but none of which I'm going to share as of yet because 1, I don't know if I can execute them, and 2, I don't like committing and then not having anything to show for it. So as soon as I have proof of my work, I will share. But until then, I'm gonna keep it under lock and key. So what's going to be my challenges trying to become a full-time artist while having a full-time job? Well, firstly, I have a full-time job, which I need and do enjoy. Actually, I do like my job, but it's not my dream, you know? So the challenge is obviously actually getting my art done after work and when I have free time. I don't have that much free time. I mean, I've got weekends and I do have my hours after work, obviously, which I do enjoy. And It's just difficult because I don't want to spend all of my free time doing art because, I do have family, friends, don't want to be a recluse. So I have to find a balance somehow. Yeah, so that's a challenge. Then, of course, I've got mental health issues. I have depression, and I've recently been diagnosed with ADHD as well. Woohoo! But who hasn't, am I right? No, I'm not right. But I can move through those challenges. It's just acknowledging that they're there and realizing that I am not going to be able to always overcome them every single day. So I've made a plan, which I'll stick here, that is essentially a guide to my energy, an energy guide, something like that. If I have low energy, what's the goal? If I have high energy, what's the goal? If it's like a normal day and I'm mid normal level energy, what's the goal? And essentially I'm trying not to burn out with this schedule and this plan. So yeah, keeping the commitment pretty low. Thirdly, I am filming using my phone. So that's why some of this footage is really wonky. This video is pretty much just me using clips that I've filmed throughout the past week or two. And as you can see, I've experimented with positioning of the camera and angles, heights, all of that. Also, it's I like to listen to stuff while I'm drawing, so I've had to like switch between putting my earphones in and connecting to my phone or connecting to my laptop. So it's quite a bit of setup to do. No complaints. I'm just saying that that's something else to consider. It's not realistic for me to be able to do this kind of setup every single day. So when I do have extra time, I do it, and I'm going to keep trying to do it. So yeah, these are just some of the challenges that I'm facing trying to become a full-time artist. But this is it. It's really a journey, like the title would suggest. But instead of it being my creative drawing artistic journey, it's more of my being realistic with my art and eventually making this into a full-time thing journey. I'm excited. I really am. I have to be honest, it's been so great to actually have a project that I'm focused on. And simply by having a project that I'm focused on, I've been flooded with so many amazing ideas that I will hopefully be able to share with you soon. Like I said, it's a bit difficult for me to share things initially because I have nothing to show for it, and it can come off as empty promises, which I really don't want to do. So I hope that I can share them with you soon. Let's see what comes to fruition, and we will go with that. I've been watching a lot of Kelsey Rodriguez videos. She's amazing. If you want to start a creative business, I highly recommend looking at her videos, especially the ones where she quote-unquote roasts artist social medias and websites. Love it. It's been so helpful. I don't have much to criticize as of yet, but at this point I'm focusing on making a library of work. So actually having, like I said, this is one of 12. So when I get to the end of my 12 videos, I will be super stoked, and that would be awesome. Then I'll actually have something to work on, make it exist. You can always change it later, right? So that's the plan. I want to make my YouTube channel a thing. I want to actually have a body of work to show for my time. And then as time goes on, I can actually focus in on a specific path that I think will be most useful to you, the viewer, give you the most value and actually give you something that you would actually spend your time or money on. Right now, listening to me ramble while doing your dishes might be valuable, but that's not what I want to do in the long term. So hopefully at the stage, the value I bring is that I am giving you the confidence and maybe some ideas to start your own creative journey. Like I said, great person to look to for advice is Kelsey Rodriguez. Her videos are amazing. She's even got courses. I haven't looked into the courses yet because I don't have a body of work. So once I have that, maybe I will. But for the time being, just her YouTube videos have been so encouraging and very helpful in giving direction. And I sort of hope to do the same thing for you. Like I said, I don't have anything concrete yet, but hopefully as time goes on, I will. And I'm very excited about it. So yeah, just come with me and we will get drawing and painting and crocheting and whatever it may be together. And yeah, let's grow. That's the idea. Otherwise, I'm going to stop that and talk about this painting. So this painting is a redo of a different painting that I sort of impulsively started. It started just as a green background on a canvas, and then I decided I'm not going to really do more colors, and I did a monochromatic person. And then I was like, I need to fill the back somehow, so I added mushrooms. But the actual acrylic painting I have of it is kind of icky. So I decided to redo it, improve the anatomy a little bit, improve the mushrooms by quite a lot. And this is how it ended up. I like the green, so I decided to keep the green. And yes, is there an interpretation to this? Sure, there could be. I think it's a little bit of a reflection of, struggling mentally. When you're stuck in your head a lot and you're overthinking and you have a lot of anxiety, it really feels like you're sprouting mushrooms, like you're sprouting negativity and decay, and you're really tired and your life's energy is being sapped from you. But they also glow in the dark, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, it wasn't that deep when I started it. I was in a little bit of a negative space, but it wasn't that deep, so take it as you will. I kind of just think it looks very cool. I am probably going to stick it on a wall somewhere in my house because I just think it looks funky. I really like drawing fantasy art and elves in particular. I don't think I can draw normal ears at this point. I just like elf ears and I like how they look, and they're super easy to draw. So I think that's a theme that will continue. Yeah, I just really had so much fun with this painting. Not allowing myself to be creative for such a long time and then actually getting back into it sort of by accident one night is just so fun. And then actually improving it and making it something I am very proud of and am willing to share is so cool. So I hope to keep doing that. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun, and and I hope that you can enjoy it with me and have fun too. So yeah, I think that making art that I can hang up is something I'd like to do more of. I wanted to be a comic artist for the longest time. Is that something I might go back to? I don't know. It's part of the journey. We'll find out together. But at this point, I have a lot of empty walls, and I don't really want to fill it with other people's stuff. I don't know, maybe that's a bit odd, but I feel like adding my own art to my walls, it feels a bit more authentic. I don't know, I personally like the color green a lot, especially for interiors. So I want to have green stuff. And a lot of green paintings out there I don't like or are way too expensive. So I thought, oh well, let's make a green painting that I can put up in my house. So this is very small, but I think it definitely adds some character to my space. Haven't put it up yet. I only finished it today. So yeah, you'll see the final product soon. It's an A5 painting, so yeah, not very big, not going to make much of an impact, but it is going to add a little splash of color to the white walls, which I am super happy about. I might even put it in a frame. Who knows? I've got a couple of frames lying around, so I'll see if I can fit it into one, and then I'll put it up. I think it would look very cool. So yeah. Next video, not 100% sure on what that's going to be, but I am going to carry on with this creative journey theme. So I don't know if you are going to leave something in the comments, maybe put down what you think would be a good idea. Otherwise, probably going to do something about making art after work, or imposter syndrome. I don't themed drawings. Who knows what I'm going to do. Anyway, this is me finishing up this painting. It like I said, I've been experimenting with angles and frames and where to put my paintings and my camera. So that's going to be something that I'm going to keep working on. I have to admit, I do like this close-up angle. I think it's quite nice. It's makes it feel, do I want to say intimate? I guess intimate. You're very close to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let the music play while I finish painting this, and I will be back for the reveal. touches. A few more final touches. Couple more final touches. You can't rush art. Well, you can, but you should. And ta-da! The reveal. I am really happy with this piece. I think it ended up looking really cool. I'm super impressed. So yeah, thank you for watching.